Hey, how's it going, everyone? Dennis here from primedtraders.com. Happy weekend to everyone. In this video, what we're going to be talking about is the 6 questions that, if you answer, will make you a better trader. There are many more questions to ask, depending on what stage you're in as a trader, but I'm going to focus on the ones I am answering for myself today. I'm going to go through this with you guys, and I'll tell you why I'm doing this. I read something many years ago from Tony Robbins that pretty much changed my life. And that something is this: constant and never ending improvement. That should be our goal as people, as parents, as husbands, wives, and so forth. And of course, as traders. Because I'll tell you why. Um, I believe that success in trading, if we break it down into a percentage term of 0 to 100, I believe that the system part of successful trading is down in the low 10%, meaning 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 max. The other 90 plus percent is you. You are the X factor when it comes to trading, pure and simple. Because unless you're trading based on an algorithm, trading manually, you are the X factor because you could make money trading with a couple of basic combinations. I'll give you an example. You could use a filter like the VWAP. If price is above the VWAP, then X happens, I buy, or Y happens, I sell. If I'm below the VWAP, XYZ happens, blah, blah, blah. You get it. It's very easy to create a complete system. All you need is how do I buy, how do I sell? How much do I buy, how much do I sell? Where do I take profit? Where do I take a stop loss? What markets do I trade? How do I do my prep? And so forth. Those things should and are generally broken down into basic points that should be followed. They should be on a piece of paper or PDF until they're purely imprinted into your mind and become a complete habit. But that's just the 5 to 10%, right? All the other 95% is you. And that's where constant and never ending development happens. So these 6 questions, and there's a couple of more bonus ones that we'll go over too, are literally the best way to help you progress. Now, I made a video about post-trade analysis. If you go on our channel over here, you'll find it. Post-trade analysis here. This one here, improve your trading skills with PTA. Unfortunately, as you can see, and these are really good videos, not because I'm doing them, but I'm sharing very valuable information. There's 105 views here, but if I go onto a trade idea, you're going to see hundreds of views. Why is that? Because most people come to the markets and they look for the get rich quick thing. Give me the system. That's the 100% of trading success. It's not. So if you're watching this, please, for the love of God, invest in yourself, in your abilities, in your skills, in your mind, in your both physical and mental health too, but also into your system, into your trading skills, into your know-how, and into your instinct. Remember, you are the X factor. So the 6 questions I'm answering to myself right now is, what was my biggest loss and why? Now, I didn't trade a lot this week. I had a friend from the community we run visited me over here in Belgrade, Serbia. We were together. We had a really good time on Monday. We traded live. Then I got pretty sick as well from a hangover. Disgusting. Never going to experience one again. But yeah, so I was busy and I was pretty sick. So I couldn't perform at my best. I wasn't sick because of the hangover, just so you know. I was sick because I was actually sick. So I didn't trade a lot, but I did have my biggest loss, and I want to understand why was that biggest loss and how did it occur. So what I do is I'm going to open my history tab and I choose the current dates of this week, and all I need to do is click on my net biggest loss. My net biggest loss was 250 euros, and that's this trade here. Just give me a sec, I'll show you. I highlighted it. Here it is. And if I open this up here, I already know. There it is, 250 euro loss, points 13.9, which is my SL. And you can see that I executed a long right there. what I'm going to do is review why didn't this trade work out, because clearly the market continued going upwards. So the main problem here was late entry, early entry. I had no signal. The market already was extended towards the upside. It made a generally big move from a head and shoulders right from this yellow level, which is the London Open VWAP. And you can see that this was my biggest loss. So what I want to do is answer this question and answer it and define the why factor. Why did that happen? Why did that trade not work out? So one way to do that is to do this. One sec. Is to put a straight line down the middle. Now keep in mind I use CTrader to execute my trades. And then all I need to do is this, put a straight horizontal line right down the middle, check my indicators, check price action, and see where I messed up. Looking over it, I didn't mess up too bad. Unfortunately, as you guys can see, the market stopped me out, my SL hit, and the market shot back up. I eventually got into this trade and recouped the loss. So the loss wasn't too bad. I didn't trade too much this week, so I don't have much to add on this. The trade was more or less valid, but I can see that I could have waited a little bit more. And if I just waited a couple of pips more, meaning wait for the hook, my definite entry criteria, which I didn't apply on this trade, I wouldn't have gotten stopped out. Very simple. Because if I waited for my definite entry criteria, I would have been getting in here. Now my stop loss is 14 points. I wouldn't have gotten stopped out because from here to my stop loss is 14 points, 13.94. Meaning if I got into the verified signal, which came from this hook here, yeah, and RSI ticking down at the bottoms down here and pushing up, I would have gotten in here, meaning my SL would have been somewhere here, which means I would have gotten a TP. Clear-cut lesson. Follow the system, Dennis. Wait for the definite entry. The next question I want to answer is, what is the biggest profit I made? And the biggest profit I made is 564 euros, and it came on this trade over here. And then I want to analyze this very well. You see, so here it is. You want to analyze how did this trade work out. Look, came right out here, and the market turned around. When it comes to your biggest profit, you want to review it. When it comes to your biggest profit and your biggest loss, I believe that that is exactly where pure development happens. Your biggest loss is something that shouldn't happen in the new week, and it has lessons for us to follow on and understand what we shouldn't do the next week. And our biggest profit, if we follow the system, of course, our system, whatever system, would basically be something that we do want to do more of. Question number 3 is, what was the best thing I did this week? So when it comes to this week, for me personally, I'd say that I didn't sit down to trade much because, first of all, I didn't feel good. But the best thing I did was spend time with Peter on Monday and literally follow the system to the dot. Another best thing that I did, which is again while I was with Peter, was that I was completely focused. When I realized that focus was leaving the room, um, or the bar that we were in, I actually stopped trading, shut down my laptop, and had a couple of drinks with Peter. We had some food, spoke quite a bit, got to know each other, and have a great time. Had a great time. Um, Number 4 is, what am I most excited about for the upcoming week? Now, this is really important. Each one of these questions is literally guiding me to be a better trader. And this is something I highly recommend. Every one of you, at least watching this, does this. You should do it daily if you can. You don't have to answer upcoming week. You can say tomorrow, what am I most excited about tomorrow? You could take these questions and make them your own. Open up a journal, do whatever you want. Just invest in constant and never ending improvement. Now, what am I most excited about the upcoming week? Well, I'm excited about the CPI data. The CPI data is a major market mover. It's coming out on Wednesday. CPI from the USA. We have central bank meetings from Australia, Canada, maybe somebody else too. So I'm very excited about that. I'm going to dot it down into my calendar and I'm going to prepare myself to be focused and primed when that time comes, because I do believe that big moves are going to be happening at the CPI data. I think there's going to be great opportunities trading the AUD, the AUS 200. The CAD as well. I think that's on a Thursday, and Australia on a Tuesday. But that's what I'm excited about. Big movers are happening, and I need to be focused. The fifth question is, did I follow my system on every trade? Clearly, my biggest loss means that I didn't. So what I want to do now is sit down and check, first of all, how many trades I opened. Throughout the whole week, I think I opened 68 trades, including the trades that opened with Peter. So 68 trades is a lot. But for me to improve and to be better next week, I need to sit down and review these trades. So I need to review them one by one and determine if I follow the system on every trade. And then you want to imprint it in your head that, let's say you take any loss or any smaller profit, and you check that if you actually followed your system, you would have probably made much more money. Finally, number 6 is, was I in control of my trading? Mentally, that is, every time I traded. I believe that focus is one of the most important mental skills. So if we don't have focus while we're trading, that means we're not going to be in control of our trading, and we're not going to be focusing on following our system. To answer this question, I would say on a percentage basis, probably 80% of the time. What I want to do now is work on how can I be more focused on the upcoming week. For me, that would be, off the top of my head, would be to add predetermined trading hours so I know what to focus on the upcoming week. Anyway, my name's Dennis. Thanks for watching this. Good luck with your new week, and please let me know if you have any of your own questions. I'll add the bonus questions in the text, so make sure you read the text version of this post too. Thank you. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon again.